Hi everyone, welcome back to the Producers Tool Shortcut series. If you joined the last class where we learned about how to create and set up your LinkedIn account, amazing, you've already taken the first step. In today's class, we are going deeper, right? I'm going to be showing you how to optimize and position your LinkedIn profile so that it truly represents who you are, what you do, and the opportunities you want to attract. Okay? So let's get started. Like I said, if you have watched the last class, I taught us how to sign up and set up your LinkedIn account. If you haven't taken that course, you may need to go back on YouTube and take it because this is like a pickup from there. All right. So before we go into optimization fully, I'd like to tell us why LinkedIn matters for creative. See, LinkedIn is not just for 9 to 5 professionals, right? I know we've heard this thing over and over that LinkedIn is too serious, it's not a creative space. No, it's no longer. LinkedIn is like a networking space for visibility. That's it. If you want to be visible, if you want to be seen, if you want to be taken serious, yes, every pun intended, then you need to be on LinkedIn. People will see you, see your value, see your work, and then your credibility. Excuse me. So in this class, I want you to think of yourself as a brand, not just a creative or, as I always say, a business person. See yourself as a brand, and everything you do is about what? Positioning yourself. Now, let's get into the practical sessions. So, I don't know how many of you have did the assignment where I said you should set up your LinkedIn account. If you have set it up, then you should have something like this. First thing I want to talk about is setting up your profile photo. Yeah, I already have a photo, and that's because I signed up with my Google account, and because my Google account has a picture. So, like I said, if you're signing up with your Google account, by Google account, I mean your Gmail address, and your Gmail address already has a profile picture, automatically LinkedIn picks it. But if, for instance, you don't have that, this place is going to be blank. So all you need to do is come here, click this place, click on this icon here, see edit, update your photo frames and all of that. So if you click on update photo now, it's going to ask you, do you want to use the camera and take a picture on the spot, or do you want to upload a photo? When you click on upload a photo, it takes you to your desktop or wherever, then you select your picture. So I'm going to cancel this because I already have a profile picture, right? The next thing is your cover page. It can also be called a banner. So for your banner, you can pick something that represents your creative world, maybe a film set or a camera shot. If you have a nice picture of a BTS picture that speaks to you, you can put it here, okay? But for someone like me, for iConsulting Integrated, I would like to create something because you can also create a LinkedIn banner. You can design something on Canva. So if I were to do this, I could just quickly go to Canva, right? And just design something on Canva. Come here, I can just say LinkedIn banner. Right? So and here you have it. So these are designs that you can select from. The one that speaks to you, you can just select any one. This is the free version, so the designs you can use are limited. So let's use the one that is free. Let's look for the one that is free. It's just for, so this is free. Let's use this. So we can, let me just, can customize this. So come here, iConsulting integrated. People, we can just, right? Then here I can just say film and project administration, right? And look for this color and put it there. This is my brand color. Yeah. So we have to change this picture. We have to upload. So I can just choose this, right? Let me choose this. And then I'll replace it. Yeah. So now that I think of it, I think I want to change this color to white. Yeah. Let me try this. Okay, let's just leave it like this. Then let's rename it to LinkedIn banner. Always remember to rename your design so it's easy for you to find it. So LinkedIn banner design. Then it's time to download. So to download, click on download, of course, PNG, save as PNG, remember? Then let's download. So remember that this design is just for this class. You should be more creative. So now let's go and upload. So to upload, you're back on LinkedIn. To upload that banner, you have to click on this icon here. So let's add cover image. You're uploading your photo because this is our LinkedIn template. You don't need this because you have something already created. So you click on upload photo. And then we have to look for that LinkedIn banner design, right? That's what we saved it as. Yeah, LinkedIn banner design. That's it. Okay. You can decide to crop it just to make it okay. Now that you're good to do, so let's apply. Let's see. So it has applied. I'm just going to refresh this so that we can see the effect. Always refresh your window to see the effect of whatever you've affected. So the next thing I want to quickly touch on before I move over to the other setups is you see this public profile and URL that is showing www.linkedin.com/ all these codes long thing. You can shorten it so that it's easy to copy and paste. So to do that, click on this pencil button. You see, edit your customer URL. So personalize the URL for your profile. Click here. You see, it has changed it for you. You can still decide, you can just delete this and just say I consulting integrated. So just something that is really your custom URL must contain 3 to 100 letters or numbers. Please do not use spaces, symbols, right? So you save it. Now they saved it. So when you go back and refresh, see, it has affected. It has affected. I don't know why it has affected. See, I don't know why our banner is not coming up. I'm believing it's taking its time, sweet time. But see what's happening here. Can you see? It has affected on the space. So when you upload your banner, it's supposed to look like this, right? Good. So let's go back. Now, let's come back here again. See this button where I said open to? This is where, let me click on it. See? Like I said, there are two sets of people or three sets of people on LinkedIn. Those that are hiring, those that are providing services like you and I, and those that are looking for volunteer work. So, like you and I, if you want to show on your profile that you're, as a business owner, you can select this to say you're hiring. Then, as a creative or someone who's looking for customers on LinkedIn, you can select this one, providing services. You say, tell us about your service and work, get found, these are the things. So you go to continue. This is where you describe what you do. You tell us about your services and what makes you stand out, such as the projects you've worked on or your years of experience. So I'm just going to copy what I have written on my. For pricing, you can just keep it. You don't have to put your pricing out there. You can just say contact for pricing. How LinkedIn members you're not connected with to message you for free through open profile. You see, if you're on LinkedIn, you notice that if you're not following or if you're not connected to some people, you can't message them. Those were settings that they did. That's because they didn't click this, and for them, it's a way to reduce plenty people messaging them. But for you and I that are starting up, it's recommended that you select this button here so that people can message you. Because what this means is, for instance, as a writer, if you don't select this, if a producer sees your work on LinkedIn and they want to send you a DM, they can't send you a DM because you didn't check this. They will tell them that they have to connect with you first. And most people don't want to connect with you first. Like I said in my last class, connection happens when people have built some level of trust or some level of interest. Now, someone who wants to hire you may not necessarily want to connect with you first. And there is also the pride thing, who sent the connect request first. So it's assumed that since they are your employer, you're the one to send a connection request. But the point I'm trying to make is make sure you check this so that there are no restrictions in any way. For these services, so services provided, right? Services provided, you can add up to 10 services if you have. So let's start. You click this button. You can select from this, or you could just search budgeting. So select budgeting, training, project management. I'm just going to select this for now, right? I can maybe select consulting, right? Just go through. Then once you're done, just select done. So I have I have my about here, right? I have my about here. You do know that you can go to ChatGPT, explain to ChatGPT what to do, and ask it to put this together for you, right? You do know that you just proofread and you're good to go. So about your location, check your location. Also check this. You're available to work remotely. For pricing, like I said, select contacts for pricing. You don't need to select this, and check this. Then you publish. See how I told you that you can select a open to work badge on your profile. So to do that, click on this picture. You see this place they call frames. Select frames. You see open to work or hiring. So select as it concerns you. Okay. Profile section. So now let's go. So when you're setting up your profile, there are three manual setups that is required. There is core, there's recommended, there's additional. So this is what LinkedIn is trying to say is this everything under this core means you must optimize it. Everything under recommended are things that you may decide to optimize or not. By optimizing, I mean customize it to fit into your brand. That's what I mean. So everything under core, you must have to do. Everything under recommended, you may decide not to do. This is LinkedIn saying, I would think this can work for your brand if you decide to try it. Then additional is any other additional information. Now let's start with the core. So you see, so start with the basics. Filling out this session will help you to be discovered by recruiters and people you may know. Add about. We've added about, right? We've added about. Then add education. This is where you add your education. I'm not going to waste too much time here. You add your school, degree, field of study, start date, end date, what you graduated with, activities or whatever you were doing, some sort of description, and then you save. You come back there, go back to your core. We've added about, we've added education. Now position. Position speaks to the position you attain at your company. So I can say I'm the Chief Executive Officer of iConsulting. It's full time consulting, integrated services. Yeah. So start date. This was founded in 2020. So if you're no longer working here, so for instance, notice that I am currently working on this role. If I uncheck this, this is going to highlight. So this is, for instance, because you're adding experiences. So as a writer, if you've written for different companies, this is where you will add. Then you have to add them one by one. So you need to add start date and end date. But because this is my company and I'm still working there, so I'm selecting this. And that is why this is not highlighted. Right? End current position as of now. So let's say and maybe I'm no longer, maybe I have selected maybe an accountant and I'm no longer the accountant. I've been promoted to another position. I can just click end this to show that I'm no longer the founder, but I'm still the founder. So I'm going to uncheck it. So location, Abuja, Nigeria. Location type, hybrid or remote. Here you list your major duties and successes, highlighting specific projects. So for this role, for instance, if you're a writer for Tokumbo, for instance, this is where you're going to tell us you're the writer, you supervise this, you did that. If you're a production manager on a project and say, oh, I was a producer for this project, these are the things that I did. Right? Then where did you find this job? You don't have to select this. These are, and then here you add skills. So you can add this again as it concerns you, and then you save. Sorry, I have to go back. I need to show you something. So let's say I'm adding another. I want to add another experience, of course, and I filled all this place. I'll come here. See this media, right? This is where you add links to your job. So all the trailers, you have a trailer to the things that you've done, trailer or link to maybe your sample of work. This is where you add a link. If you have pictures like maybe BTS pictures of you on set, this is where you upload them and then you save. Okay? Yeah. So let's come back to add profile section. We are still at the core. Add services. This place, we've already added this as part of our, remember when we did the about, so these are the services, we've added it, so just save it and move on. If you remember one more thing you can add, then, sorry, not this, still here, still at the core, add career break. See, there was a time you had a career break, maybe you were working as a producer and then you had to go away for studies and you want that to reflect on your profile. This is where to add that. Okay? Of course, not needed. Then add skills. This is where you add more skills. All the skills that you have. You can put as many as you want so that people can know that these skills are associated with you. Then let's come to recommended. So under here, so you can add features. So as a producer, maybe the film you produce won the AMVC or was an official selection for a free. You can do a post about it and come here and put it. So for feature, you select this plus button. So you can add a post, you can add an article, you can add a link, or you can add media here. Right? This is clear, right? Come back here. Recommended. You can add licenses and certificates. You have some certifications. You can add them here. This is where you add the name of the company that gave you the certificates. The name of the certificate. So for instance, maybe if I had given a certificate on the producer's tool, so you can just put it here. You can put it, right? iConsulting, something like that. Okay? Then issue dates here, expiry dates, credential ID. These ones are not important. That's why they're not. The ones that are not asterisks means they're not important. You can add some skills that are associated with the certificate. You can add media. This is where you upload the picture of the certificate if you have it. Then you click on save. Discard. Back here again, recommended. Add projects. So here, these are where you add projects that you've done. So like I said, you can come and add a project. So for instance, if you're a producer for, so you can just say, the boy is mine. No, let me say who's coming for you. Coming for you. Yeah. For the description, you can just put the log line or the synopsis of the film here, right? Or describe what you did, what the role you performed in this project. You can add skills that are associated with what you did. For us, who's coming for you? We are the associate producer, producer, right? We were the production accountant, we are the project administrator, right? Then you can add pictures or videos or anything to show, and then if, for instance, maybe the director of the product of the job is on LinkedIn and you guys are connected, you can add in here. This is where to add to collaborate with you on the posts. But note, you have to be you guys have to be connected to each other for this to work, because if you select this, your name has to pop, because I'm not following anybody, that's why the name is coming up. So associated, so which of this thing is this associated with? Is it manager? Which of your experiences? Because here all your experiences will be highlighted. So which of this job experience is this associated with? I'll just say manager, project administrator, and then I'll save it. Okay. Whew. Still on this, you can add another one if you want. If you have a course that you've done, you can add it there, right? This one, add recommendation. If you have any other recommendation you want to add, this is where you put it. Now let's go to additional. So add even more personality to your profile. So if you have volunteered before, you can add it here. You have a publication, maybe newspaper publication or press release or something, you can add it here. Add patent, add honors and award, add languages, add organization. These are just add contact info. This is very, very important because this is where you can upload your website or your portfolio. So for instance, you can add your phone number here. Add your phone type. Is it mobile? Is it landline? Add your address, birthday, then your website. For this is where you can upload your what's it called? Your portfolio. Or if you have a link tree, on your YouTube, this is where you can upload it. So for instance, if I have a link, now this is where I will upload it, and then it will come and show. So let me see if there is something I can upload here. So where is that our introduction training? So let me take this link for instance. Okay, and I put it here. Right. Then I call it portfolio. Right? I'm just saying. And then I save. See, can you see? It's already showing here. So when I click on this, it shows me my profile, shows me my website, which is my portfolio, and my email address. So someone can just easily just go like that. Are you seeing our profile is taking shape? I don't know why this could help me. The profile pictures are not showing. I want to believe it's network. So I think we've exhausted all of this, right? Let's come to resources here. This is, you can send your profile in a message. You can save your profile as a PDF. There are some applications, some jobs you're applying for, they'll tell you to send your LinkedIn profile as a PDF. This is where to download it from. Okay. I think that's it. But before we go, let me quickly take you on a tour of the buttons on LinkedIn. So here, this is your home page. This is your home page. This is where everything is happening. This is where everything is happening. This is where you see people's posts. This is also where you, if you want to do a post, this is where you can. This is where you can start to do a post and decide to write, and decide to put pictures or videos or whatever. But this is where it's happening. This is the home page. You get to see people's posts. You can like, you can comment, you can repost, you can send it to somebody. Okay. This is it. And this is the key to becoming visible on LinkedIn is to engage, like people's posts, put comments, reasonable comments, so not just anyhow comments. Comment that speaks to what they post, a comment that shows that you actually consume the content. Do you get? And again, like I will say this to anybody. I know there's a pressure for you to want to build your connection. Have that 500 plus connection or following. The easiest way to build a connection is to connect with people through their posts. So I won't be someone who will tell you to come on LinkedIn and start sending people connection requests. No, try to build by trying to follow their posts, commenting, liking, reposting, and then maybe after some time you can now send them a connection request. Don't come on LinkedIn and the first thing you're doing is sending messages to everybody requesting to connect. Okay? So this is the home page. Then this is your network. So this is where everything is happening. If you have a friend request, this is where you're going to see it. Or sorry, if you have a connection request, this is where you're going to see, like, now I have one connection request. So now I can decide to message him to say, hey, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, when messaging people, then this is where you see your following and followers. Then these are groups, events, pages that you follow and all of that. Here you can also see people because LinkedIn will always recommend people based on your profile, people that you should follow or connect with. Then here, this is where you catch up on any updates. If there's any notification, this is where you see it. Now this is different from phone. The phone version is the phone interface is quite different, but it's the same. Then here, jobs. These are where all the jobs that are available for you, because LinkedIn will always recommend jobs for you based on your profile. That is why you need to optimize your profile to your full potential so that LinkedIn can push good jobs your way. Now it's telling me look at all the top jobs picks for me. I can decide to click on any of these and just apply. Now you can also search. You can also filter your search. So you can search with title, skill, or company. So for instance, if I'm looking for a school administrator, I can come here and I say Abuja, right? And then I search. It's going to pull up all the searches. People that are looking for school administrators, it's going to pull them up for me. Then I can just review and decide if I want to apply. You see, so now these people are looking for academic accreditation and compliance officer. You see, they want it to be, it was posted 4 days ago. They want it to be remote and full time. You can apply here. You can read about the job, everything, and if it speaks to you, you do what? You apply. I'm going to go back to the home page. That's job. Then let's go to messaging. The messaging is like a DM. Also, the bottom right, you can also see the message box. This is where you send messages here. Remember, it's only people that are connected with you that you can send messages to. The other people you can send messages to are people that checked that button. Remember the button we checked when we were trying to set up our account? Yes. So this is messages where you send DMs to people. But please be careful what you share with people on DM. Don't go on people's DM and be applying for work, or LinkedIn can shadow ban your account. They don't want people scamming people. I remember one experience, one lady came on my DM and was asking me what I do, telling me how much, asking me how much I earn, does my job pay me well? Before you know it, I didn't see the woman again. That's how I knew that she was shadow banned. Okay. So that's messaging. Then this is notification. This is where all your notification comes. Every activity that happens here on LinkedIn as it connects to you, it comes here. See, content writer intent at this, you can apply. Job notifications also comes here. When your mutual connection of pages you're following post something, you get it. Then of course this is your profile here. So I think that's it about LinkedIn. Like I always say, feel free to explore, explore, right? That's it. I think we're done. I'm available for questions. Okay. Another take-home assignment: review your personal or business LinkedIn profile. Update your photo, banner, and about section using what we did with iConsulting as a guide. Write a short post introducing your creative brand. I taught you how to write a post. Start a post. You can write a first post introducing your creative brand. Then drop your LinkedIn link in the WhatsApp group so we can all follow, support, and grow together. Okay? Lastly, before I go, okay, let me quickly show you something back on our profile. Just something on the profile page. So you can always, I'm just trying to show that you can add more things. So for instance, for your services, anywhere you see this pencil icon, it means you can edit. You can edit your banner, you can edit your profile, you can edit services to add more, right? You can create a post, you can add more of your experiences, you can add a position, you can add a position, right? You can add more education, you can add more projects, you can add more skills, and all of that. Okay. So lastly, LinkedIn is where opportunity meets preparation. Okay. The more you show up with clarity and structure, like we've done, the more doors will open for you. So keep showing up, keep posting, keep reposting, keep liking, keep engaging, and things may just align for you. Thank you for joining this class. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.